Hello, MaximoWorld. I'm so happy to be back here again. I want to start off this morning with a question for all of you. What is the most valuable asset in your organization? Okay, some of you are smarter than I thought. All right. Totally kidding. When I think about it, I'm like, oh, I got this really expensive asset over here, and I got this really expensive asset over here. But you're right. It's not the machines on your floor. It's not the vehicles in your fleet. It's not the infrastructure that keeps your business running. It is you. And it's your ability to figure out and know the location, the condition, and the performance of all of those expensive assets that you do have in real time. Because that's the new world today, right? Visibility is no longer a nice to have. It is the difference between reacting to failure and planning for performance. That's why we're here, to explore how enterprises are really no longer just managing assets. Terrence said it, right? It's about transforming how we predict and optimize and extend their value on one platform. So let's take a look at this Formula One car. Just imagine you had this car. You spend anywhere between $12 and $20 million on this car. So it's not just any car. It's engineered for performance to reach the absolute limits of speed, precision, and reliability. It's a machine that demands constant attention and coordination and performance under pressure. It is the kind of challenge that asset managers meet every single day. It's just in different industries, in different environments. If you were managing this F1 car, you'd have your focus on a couple of things, right? Maximizing the uptime and performance. You need continuous insight into every system to detect issues before they become failures. Every second of downtime costs you the race. You need to extend that asset life. You know, your 20 million bucks is a big investment. You want to get the most out of every component without compromising performance. You need to manage risk. Whether it's safety risk, compliance risk, or environmental impact, you're constantly assessing risk and managing for it. And then finally, cost, right? You've got a very high value asset here. You need to understand how to not do reactive maintenance on it, stay in front of it. This mindset of managing this F1 car is exactly what drives modern asset management. It's data-driven. All right. Let's transfer this to the world of business. Maybe not as fun, but that's where we all live, is in this world of business. So what are asset owners really in the enterprise focused on? It's a lot of the exact same stuff that we're talking about with the F1 car. In this Verdantic study, it found that operational leaders are focusing on the same issues that you are worried about with your car. Maximizing financial returns, delivering on decarbonization targets, and understanding that they need to invest in asset performance management software because it's an essential part of their toolkit. But why? Why are they investing in these areas? The cost of unplanned downtime has doubled over the last 5 years. And unfortunately, their resources, their really skilled resources are leaving. The new people that are coming in, they have a hard time retaining them. They have a hard time training them. They're really pressing concerns. So you have to prioritize keeping these assets running, but you have to do it with less and limited resources or less skilled resources. So you have to change the way that you're doing business. Adding to that challenge, of course, organizations, and Terrence touched on it, they're operating with poor, fragmented data that is in systems disparate all across their organization. Every time you integrate a new system, you guys know it's a potential point of failure. The data won't sync, the integration won't work. You have to maintain and manage those. But the good news is, there's technology, right, that can help you with all these overlapping challenges, and it has to be the right technology. He mentioned Maximo's been around for 40 years. It's our birthday. Happy birthday, Maximo! I think that we've been evolving for 40 years to really meet customers where they were at the time, right? Delivering constant innovation throughout the decade, solving problems of the day. I think we look pretty good for 40, But we're not stopping there. We're not stopping there. Really, to max out the asset value, we really recommend avoiding those point solutions, adopting a unified, comprehensive approach that covers the entire life cycle of your asset. Our new unified asset lifecycle management approach, it really consolidates all of the capabilities that you need across planning and optimizing and operating phases of your asset lifecycle. It streamlines operations and maintenance and reliability of all of that critical equipment that we were talking about in the beginning with AI-infused technology. So we talked last year. I called out 3 areas that really, since we released them in MAS 9.0, continue to deliver value. And I'm going to remind you what those were. But first, I just want you to take a look at this, this diagram up here. Aaron did an amazing job on it. But I will say, we went through a ton of iterations to bring you this diagram because there is so much value, there's so much in the suite that you guys can take advantage of. This, believe it or not, is the simplified version, okay? So take a picture of it, zoom in on it. I know it's hard to read, but this is the simplified version of everything that we have to offer you within the application suite with your app points that you can just deploy, start using, start playing with. Okay, last year we talked about 3 things. We talked about field service management, we talked about condition-based maintenance, and we talked about reliability-centered maintenance. We've got customers that are adopting this, that have been adopting it over the last year since we put it out there. Field service management, it helps your organization really coordinate and optimize your technicians in the field. It makes sure that you send the right technician with the right tools at the right time to fix something the very first time. And it's infused with AI so that your technicians who are new, who don't know as much, we can help them understand when the last time it was fixed, how it was fixed, what was the failure code, to help you be more effective in the field. Condition-based maintenance. Condition-based maintenance is really the start of the journey when you think about APM and asset performance management. It's that real-time data triggering maintenance when it's actually needed. So it helps you kind of reduce that unnecessarily work, prevents failures. It's your first step. You can link manage to health, get insights right away from all of your past work orders. You don't even have to have sensor data to start getting value out of this and start moving towards condition-based maintenance. Reliability-centered maintenance, it focuses really on understanding the critical and failure modes to prioritize that really most effective maintenance strategies. We have a huge library of maintenance strategies. We have AI now that will create new maintenance strategies for you if you're not already in the library. If you haven't looked into it yet, definitely should, but we have a lot of customers that are already getting a lot of value out of these functionalities that we put in MAS 9.0 last year. Okay, but for the new stuff. New stuff. Okay, I'm very excited to share some of the latest features that we launched in 9.1 to support you. We have now more AI in Maximo, asset investment planning, and Maximo real estate and facilities. So when it comes to AI, we've included a really powerful pre-integrated set of Gen AI capabilities that are designed to help your teams work smarter right out of the box. The Maximo Assistant, it's conversational interface for your users to help them interact with all the asset data that lives in Maximo. You can ask it questions, you can get insights, you can take action on it. We talked about data before, we talked about AI. You have to have good data to have good AI. It goes together, you can't skip one. The assistant can help you identify areas where you're lacking good data. You can say, hey, Maximo, tell me all my work orders that are missing a failure code. Tell me all my work orders that don't have an end date to them. You can start to dig under that and it'll bring it up to you and you can take action right there in the chat without leaving. Along with that, we introduced the Maximo AI service. This is really the underpinning core functionality that the assistant is built on. It's embedded in Maximo, it's an AI engine, it helps automate tasks. These 2 pieces, Maximo Assistant and the AI service, is the foundation for everything that we will do over the next 6, 12, 18, 24 months. That massive upshot that Terrence showed you in his slide earlier, this AI service and the Maximo Assistant is the foundation for that. We're going to continue to build new agents and agentic workflows. That Maximo Assistant is going to reach down. It's going to talk to those agents. It's going to tell them to do something for you. It's going to automate those tasks and automate those workflows. And this is just the beginning. So I'm very excited about it. Start playing with it. Start getting used to it. Asset investment planning. people in my team know for a long time, I think that this was the third leg of our stool. Like, we were tipping over without it for a long time. And we talk about managing the entire life cycle of your assets, but when we leave out the asset investment planning part, it was just like, not really though. So it's in there now. It's in MAS 9.1. This really helps you understand how your financial and cost implications go alongside your assets and helps you do long-term investment planning decisions. It helps you prioritize funding. It helps you model scenarios, short-term and long-term scenarios that align with your risk tolerances, your business goals. We ship a bunch of scenarios out of the box. We use AI to help build new scenarios for you. You can modify them. You're going to see it a little bit later in the demo. We take a very unique approach to AIP. If you look at every other vendor in the market that's doing AIP and how they do it, we are AI first for you. This is the quickest way for you to do investment planning scenarios in the market. Last but not least,